tripping about no women. I'm running tripping about my chicken. Yeah.
I tried to pay, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, you just wanna romp. Big boots in the bus, they crump.
Okay, so quick intermission. I did not go and make the list. I got distracted by my face and posted a picture on Insta. It was just a story, but I'm gonna go back and take a picture. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go back and make the list. Eight stuff that I've learned this year. I feel like I've learned more, but I couldn't. All of a sudden I had amnesia and I couldn't remember. First one, it's okay to set boundaries. You know, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you feel uncomfortable about doing something, there is no reason why you should be putting yourself in that position. Also, to build on to that, it's okay to change your mind. You know what I mean? And I got this from a friend. It's like not something I always remember. I feel like sometimes I don't have a choice, because why do you look like you're about to kill yourself? And I said no. And it goes into like my people pleasing tendencies, which is not so good, which is something I'm trying to fix because it's not healthy. Number two, don't take shit personally. I feel like I struggle with this. I always seem to forget that I'm not the main character and the world doesn't like revolve around me. So people have their own lives to live. Just because you feel some type of way doesn't mean that like that's, you know, that was their intent. Like, this is why communicating with people is so important. After giving it some thought too, by the way, because you also need time to process your emotions. Number 3, and this is so important. Oh my god, this is so important. Listen to your nervous system, because I'm personally someone who's extremely anxious. Like it's really bad. One thing about my nervous system is it's gonna tell me whether or not I should do something and whether or not I'm in the right place. If you're around people and you feel anxious and you feel like you're not like comfortable, no, I'm so sorry, Buki, you don't belong there. Like, get the fuck out. Don't confuse it with just plain old like anxiety. And that's something I've had to learn over the years. Number four. Do not wait for other people to do things. And that goes for traveling, going to that restaurant, going to that new park, going anywhere. I caught myself a lot this year waiting for my friends to do things, and then I never ended up doing things because I was working around their schedule, you know. And it's cool to like, you know, wait for your friends and be like, hey, I really want to do this with you, this seems really cool, and like save stuff for that. But also, like, there are things you really want to do, but then you like always associate it with doing it with other people, and then you end up never doing it. Because like I said, you're working with everybody else's schedule except your own, and you forget that you're your own person. Like, if I want to go, you have free will. If I want to go to New York by myself, I can, because I'm not working with anyone else's schedule. I don't have to wait 2-3 weeks time to do that with someone. You're literally responsible for yourself. So please live your life. Do not wait for anyone else. Do not think about anyone else. If you want to do something, do it. And if you have people who are willing to work with your schedule, or you're willing to work with their schedule, and it's not gonna turn into a whole thing, please, by all means, do it. But my main thing is, don't wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discipline is important, and doing things, especially on the days you don't want to do them, is so important, because I feel like that's what builds discipline and that's what builds character. Like today, I didn't want to go to the gym, but I still went. I feel like people have like this thing where they're like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, but then 6 months goes by, and because you kept saying tomorrow, by that 6 months mark, you would have been seeing the progress that you wanted to see. But instead you decided to wait around like a loser. Kidding. I'm not calling you a loser, because that would also make me a loser, because we're all guilty of doing this. Like, who am I to judge? But you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't be waiting. You gotta do stuff. I didn't want to film this video right now. It's currently 12:47. those days are really much more important because it really shows who you are. It really shows what type of self-discipline you have. Shut it down. I ate that up. Please plan, please use scheduling, use Notion, Google Calendar, anything, because I find myself getting so overwhelmed with all of this stuff I have in my head, all this stuff I need to do. And I have Google Calendar, and I love using Google Calendar, and it like helps me breathe. But when I tell you, if something is not added into Google Calendar, I'm so sorry. It's not happening. You have 24 hours. You don't plan for it. You don't add anything to the schedule, and then it seems like, oh, I'll do it later, and then you don't do it later because you have all this time, empty time. You just end up, well, this is me kind of like projecting a little bit because I do this all the time, but like, you just end up not doing anything. And I'm literally talking to myself. Do not think I'm like better than you or anything, because I'm not. I'm really not. Journaling and recording, I came across an old video of myself from high school, which is like so insane. It was just nice to see, and I swear to God, I did not remember that day. So weird that we have all of these tools and resources to basically remember every day of our lives, and we don't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? I don't know. And some people are like, oh yeah, just live in the moment. Fuck that. I'm not gonna remember this moment in like 20 years. I'm so sorry. It's nice to like just, you know, record sometimes, like take a little picture. It's fine. Like, no one's gonna come for you for it. Like, live your life. This one is a little bit obvious, but this is more on theme with the new year. Please create your fucking vision board. Okay, I swear to God. Like, basically everything in my vision board for 2024 happened. It happened. The only thing I would say is be a lot more specific in terms of your goals and planning out a bit better. But bro, Apple vacationing, it happened. I put being a part of a photo shoot, it happened. And you know what, mind you, I hadn't looked at the vision board until recently in December 2024. And I looked back in my life and I was like, shit, this shit actually happened. So I decided to make it more powerful this year by being more specific and having more pictures and quotes and just like planning it out to the smallest detail so everything can happen. Honestly, you just gotta be a little bit, you have to be like very delulu, extremely delulu in order for it to happen. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I know some delulu ass people, and the way they be making their lives move for them, I'm like, bro, I have the brain cells to be that crazy. I just don't use my brain cells. I feel like our brain has this habit of just being okay with, being comfortable. No matter if it's good or bad, it's gonna get comfortable, and then you're gonna get stuck in the same old pattern. Next thing you know, you're just like rotting away. So do not let your brain get comfortable with the horrible shit that's going around in your life. So this video was really teeny tiny. I just hope you enjoyed it. I am 21, so trust that I'm going to be learning a lot more over the years. Like, my brain is not even freaking fully developed. Take everything I said with a grain of salt. I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time, so please, I beg.